Hello, my name is Keith Miller, CEO of Strategic Factory. So the story of my move to America, I started a company in South Africa called Jam and Audio. We did a lot of car stereos, security, cellular systems in vehicles. Did that right out of school as a hobby, turned into a real business. I was 26 years old and just decided if I was going to have a future, it was not going to be in South Africa. Wanted to have a family, kids, there's a lot of crime, a lot of corruption, and just not a great place to want to bring up a family. So I booked a ticket around the world, took 3 months off of work, I had 4 locations at the time in South Africa, and I had a partner in 2 of them, separate partners in 2 of them, and I called the both of them and spoke about my desire to leave, and I was taking a few months off, and while I was away, if they could try and put together a plan to buy me out, that would be wonderful, and if not, I was going to look to find a purchaser for my shares in the business. I literally took just over 2 months and traveled to absolutely everywhere that I knew anybody. That's what set my agenda. I started in Australia, worked across Australia, and one of my last stops was in Baltimore with some family friends. And we ended up going next door to their family for dinner. And I ended up sitting next to Mandy Diamond, who is now my wife. And the rest of that's history. So that kind of got me into Baltimore. So after I moved to America, I had to find something to do. The challenge was really what to do, and I really knew nobody. I mean, I could count the people I knew were probably on both hands, and I would have a few fingers over. So the more I looked at what I was going to get involved in, I decided I'd get into a franchise. At least it was a proven model. I would have a pseudo-silent partner in the business that would show me the way or how America worked. And the more I explored different franchises, printing came up via my aunt in South Africa was selling Minuteman Press franchises. So she made an introduction to the Minuteman Press rep in America. Minuteman Press is a franchise. The model is such that you get a territory, you work the territory. There's really no marketing budget. So the challenge became that we had to market for ourselves, and the more we marketed Minuteman Press, the money got diluted because other Minuteman Press franchises were reaping the benefits of our marketing, and they were not spending any money on building their business. So the more we looked at it, we decided strategically to try to purchase the franchises in our region that we could at least become Minuteman Press of Baltimore and start pushing for that market segment and trying to grow that brand within the market. Our first acquisition was Minuteman Press of Westminster, which got us into Carroll County. Shortly thereafter, we did Minuteman Press of Towson, and then we did Minuteman Press of Hunt Valley, and then Minuteman Press of Lutherville were our locations that we purchased. So that kind of got us into the top half of the Beltway, Baltimore County, Carroll County, and that's become our home base, if you will. So we don't really have much Minuteman Press competition in that. And we've strategically realigned ourselves as Miller's Minuteman Press. Much easier to advertise as one name or one brand as opposed to all of these different Minuteman Press locations. I guess we've grown into be one of the largest Minuteman Press franchisees, or the largest Minuteman Press franchisee, just by hard work, perseverance, never saying no to our customers, and really just being very focused on the growth. I mean, it's one of the few things that I've found extremely important is the growth. You know, you're either moving forwards or you're moving backwards. There's a lot of pressure in our industry from many influences. And the challenge has always been, how do we continue to grow? How do we make sure that we are cutting edge, always able to say yes to our customers, have the bandwidth to always say yes, come up with a solution to something that they may need or want, and if printing is going to go away, let's make sure that we diversify enough that that never becomes a challenge. The reality is printing isn't going away. I mean, it's just changing. People are buying printing all the time. They just buy it for different reasons.